Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. So today we are cooking up some honey ginger chicken. So let me go grab my apron. I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start doing is the sauces that we're going to be putting on the chicken. So let's begin. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is chop up some ginger. Okay, so I have my ginger minced here. I'm going to put a lot of it into my big bowl. I'm going to put just a little bit into my small bowl. This is going to be for my a little bit more of a spicy hot sauce. Okay, so now I'm going to mince up some garlic for this recipe. I use 5 garlic cloves, but you can definitely adjust it to however much you're going to be making. We're also going to mince up half a yellow onion. Okay, so we have all that chopped up into our bowls. So let's get started on the liquid part. First, we're going to start with the honey. So I'm going to have these 16 ounces of honey. I'm going to pour them all in, because we are making a really big batch of all of this. Okay, I'm going to add some soy sauce into the mixture now. Okay, into the smaller bowl, I'm going to add honey in there as well. And then add some soy sauce. Now into this one, I am going to add in some red pepper flakes. Okay, so now it's time to prep the chicken. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get it out, wash it up, and then I'm going to chop it into some cubes. Okay, so I washed all the chicken. What I'm going to do now is just set it here. I'm going to pat it dry with a paper towel, so that way the chicken's dry, so whenever we put some cornstarch on it, it'll stick to it. Okay, now I'm going to take some cornstarch and powder it over the chicken, get it lightly coated on all sides, and then we're going to start heating up our oil. Okay, so now I'm going to put some oil in my pan here, heat it up so we can get started cooking the chicken. Now I am using just vegetable oil. You can use whatever oil you would prefer for this method. Okay, so I'm just doing enough to coat the pan a little bit. I don't want it to be too much. I'm not going to try to overload it with the oil. And we're going to heat that up. Okay, so I have my chicken done. The last bit's cooking up right now, and I'm gonna set it to the side in a pan, and I'm just gonna dab it, try to get some of that oil off of it, and then we're gonna toss it in the sauces. Okay, so I'm going to turn my oven back on to about a medium high heat for the pan to get nice and warm again. Then I'm going to throw in, I have some chopped onion and I have some chopped carrots in this bowl. I'm going to throw it in there, saute them up, get them nice and tender before I add in the rice. Okay, so I have another pan set up over here. I'm letting it heat up right now. I'm going to scramble my eggs for the stir fry rice in this one, and then we're going to start combining things here in a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to add a full stick of butter into my vegetables. Okay, so I have the butter all melted now. So now it's going to be time I'm going to add in my rice to start stir frying in there. And all I'm using is the microwavable jasmine rice. Nothing too fancy. I'm not going to make it from scratch because I don't have a rice maker, and so it's just not very fun to do. It takes too long doing it by hand that way. So we're just going to use these. Okay. So I'm just going to start giving that a stir. And then I'm going to start adding in my soy sauce. I have some teriyaki sauce I'm going to throw in there as well. We're going to get that. Before I do add the liquid though, I am going to add the egg in so that way it can mix in with the rice. And of course, the egg's optional. You definitely don't have to add it in there. I'm not adding too much. I don't want it to be overwhelming. So we don't want that. For my soy sauce, I'm just going to pop this off because I'm going to be using a majority of it, if not all of it. So, soy sauce in. And I'm just measuring with my heart. Honestly, in a lot of my videos, you'll just see I don't really measure. I kind of just go with the flow on it, see how I feel, see what it tastes like. That looks really good, actually. Not too much salt, so it's not overpowering it at all. Okay, I'm putting some avocado oil in this pan and letting it heat up, and then I'm putting my chicken with the sauce in it. And there you have it. Here's my stir-fry rice and my honey ginger chicken, and then the spicy honey ginger chicken. See you next time.